Good morning from University of Tennessee Turfgrass Field Day. Great morning this morning at the little course out here in Nashville. New location for them this year. And registration has started and folks are out grabbing a little breakfast. We want to come over and show you some of the research trials that some of the folks at University of Tennessee are doing. We just interviewed Dr. John Sorochan. We're going to post that video shortly where he gives a little bit more in-depth analysis of the study. I've got the drone over right now. So Dr. Sorochan was evaluating different types of southern grasses, both Bermuda and zoysia grasses that are commonly used in fairways, to see how they would stand up for rough, not only for uniformity, but also playability and the look of the turf as well. So I'm going to back the drone up a little bit, and if you look here, you can see I'm going to walk you through the different grasses. But so just in front of us now, you see the turf where all the footprints are. They're at rough height right now. And from left to right on your screen, you've got L1F zoysia, then we have Tiff turf, we've got Latitude 36, then we've got Northbridge, Tiffway, and then Premier Pro, and I'm going to fly you over some of those right now. And they really, these are fantastic fairway height cuts of grass for Bermuda grass, hold up really well. One thing Dr. Sorochan did note that the Premier Pro is probably one of the more aggressive Bermuda grasses, and you really need to stay on top of that at fairway height, or you can start to see some scalping, but it's still an unbelievable grass for fairway height. So now let's bring the drone in and let's start looking at some of the roughs here. And I've got some golf balls I'm going to throw into these roughs so you see them. So there was just a survey done by Golf Digest that evaluates why golfers like golf courses, and hands down the biggest aspect that they look at is how does the golf course look? Is it nice and green? Is it pleasing to the eye? Well, as you'll see, as some of these roughs as I move, and don't let the sun fool you here, these are actually, it's the dew sitting on them. They're just a little bit darker right now with the dew on them, but they look great. So you've got the Premier Pro there. Next you've got Tiffway as I come down. Then we've got Northbridge. We keep coming down here. We've got Latitude 36. We've got this one here, which is Tiff Tough, which you can see is the most really uniform out of all of them. And then the last one here, as I point down, is the L1F zoysia. Eastlake just did a post on their blog, and we've promoted it through Turf Republic, on why they're scalping their roughs down. And I want you to take a look at the Tiff Tough here, is it's one of the most uniform of all of them right now. Going back to what I was saying about Eastlake, is they actually scalped their roughs down about 10 or 12 days ago to remove what they're calling a false crown, to create a little bit more uniformity in their rough for the Tour Championship. As you go into some of these other grasses here, you can see with the angle of the sun, the shadowing over the turf, it's not a great rough grass in terms of uniformity. So as you look over it looks very lumpy. However, when you look at some of these and how the ball lies, and that's one of the studies Dr. Sorochan and his team is looking at, although it looks great, I would not want to have my ball land in these roughs at all, especially the Tiff Tough. So let's take a look at the L1 zoysia first. So I throw the golf ball in there, and it sits up really well. I'm going to fly the drone a little bit closer. Then we're going to fly it we're going to drop the ball into the Tiff Tough here, and it literally just swallows it whole. A public golf course, Bermuda roughs, I would not want to land my ball in the rough, and furthermore, I don't think public golf courses would want that type of rough on their golf course. Let's look at some of these other ones here. I'm going to fly the drone a little bit closer for you. Sorry if I got you a little dizzy with vertigo there. But let's throw it into the Latitude 36. See, Latitude 36 sits up nice. The Northbridge sits up nice. I'm going to skip all the way back to the Premier Pro now, Bermuda grasses, as these others are very similar to Latitude 36. See if I can get over there, get up there. And you can see the ball also sits up really nice in the Premier Pro. So let's get a little bit closer here, and you can see how well some of these balls are sitting up in these Bermuda grass roughs. So again, that's a Premier Pro. We'll come down here and you'll be able to see this is Latitude 36. Again, ball sits up pretty well. Probably sits up a little bit more. The Premier Pro probably sits up a little bit more than the Latitude 36. The Tiff Tough, we can't even find the ball with the drone. Just completely swallowed it. And then the L1F Zoysia here probably sits up the most. Actually, talking to Dr. Sorochan, you see a pretty substantial variability in the height here. That's not how low, well, it is how low they're mowing it. However, the L1F won't grow any higher than that. So if you want a golf course, public golf course, that's just gonna rip rounds through, let people have an enjoyable round, not having to chase their ball or find a buried ball like they do in the Tiff Tough here, the L1F might be the way to go. So these turfs were installed not that long ago. They'll be in here through the year for further evaluations. So pretty interesting study. And again, we'll have a more in-depth video with Dr. John Sorochan. They're actually also looking at some new grasses at Greens Heights, some zoysias. I don't know a whole lot about them yet. Dr. Sorochan had just sort of run me through some of them real quickly, but I wanted to show you these over here. See if we can get the drone over here for you. So this is one of the putting greens at the little course, and that green stripe there, that is one of the trials they are running right now for greens height of cut. I'm going to take the drone down here, and at first, from a guy who came from a northern climate, 27 years in the industry, I swore that was bent grass at first, and that is actually not bent grass. That green stripe in there is actually zoysia grass cut at greens height. You've got some L1F to the left of it that we just looked at for rough height as well. But this in here, the dark one, is actually another type of zoysia grass. Pretty impressive to have zoysia grass that low. These again were just installed not long ago. They came in a little fluffy, so they're trying to work them down to greens height. And again, they're going to continue evaluations on these turfs as well for greens heights. One thing Dr. Sorochan did mention in terms of what he believes will be benefits of having zoysia for greens is that they won't see the off types that they are seeing in the Bermuda grass. Something that has been discussed at some of the golf courses we've visited in the southern regions. They see these off types come in. They're not sure if it's disease, what it is, but it's these mutations, these off types that start to come out in some of the Bermuda grasses, and just makes it a little challenging. So be interesting to see how these trials work as they continue to push these turfs, get them down to green height. So we look forward to giving you some more live streams later today. We've got some research with Dr. Brandon Horvath. We've got some great sports turf live streams we're hoping to do. Luke Yoder's going to be doing some baseball mound construction, some field striping and lining over on the sports turf side. So we hope you join us back for a couple live streams today, and then we'll have some videos for you as well. So appreciate you joining in.